Good morning, everyone. I am on the A40. I am at Swakely's roundabout at Uxbridge. As I just pan round, just parked the car about 300 yards away, got half a bag coming here. That way takes you out west towards High Wycombe, Oxford, and then eventually up to Birmingham. This way takes you into London. Now, I'm meeting up with mad as a box of frogs Nick, Tess, possibly Martin, and Andrew, aka the Dream Team. So it just, fate has fallen, but I know Nick and Tess done one side of this yesterday on a Friday. Today is a Saturday. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning, and Nick put on our group chat that he was going to come and finish it off. Tess said she can join her. I was on one of my famous drives to Amsterdam and Scotland with Buster. It then got cancelled, so I said I'm completely free. And then later in the evening, Andrew said he can come out and play as well. So we got the Dream Team assembling today, everyone. So we're going to clean somewhere down here between Hillingdon and Uxbridge, the A40. As I said, I know Nick got about 30 bags yesterday, but as he said, it's still horrific. So we're all here, the team are out. So I'm just waiting for them to turn up. I've bought them some cakes from the bakers, got them some donuts and some sticky buns. So we're gonna have a lovely time today. Thank you for joining me, everyone. I would say let's get to work, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna say, let's hit the road. Right, morning everybody. I just thought, as I've just sent a message out to the group, I said I'm here. I am a little bit early actually. Look what I've stumbled across. What in the hell would possess you just to put them here, eh? What runs through what brain you've got to want to dump them there, eh? I don't know. So yeah, I was going to go a drive with Buster to Scotland and Amsterdam, and then the job got cancelled. Oh yeah, I've already nearly had a misuse of the verbal moralities. The job got cancelled, so I was like, well, I know I'm making the Super September video tomorrow. I'll tell you what I'm going to do for the moment, just leave them there. I'm going to walk round the roundabout and just get a few bits. I've told everyone that I'm just going to come and do the roundabout quickly. So yeah, tomorrow I'm making a Super September video. It's very early spring. It's very early spring. Spring is sprung, should we say. So I know this video won't go out for about 4 months. But look, when you're doing as many videos as I do, you've got to get them done. You've got to get them planned and done and whatnot. So anyway, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to walk around this roundabout and pick up some crap, and I'll probably just dump them at them plastic cans that I found. I might keep one of those plastic cans actually, because although you've probably seen the video by now, no, you wouldn't have seen the video by now. I've not, well, one, I've not made it, and two, I've not released it. I've just realised it's going to be a Super September video. I've got Remco coming over in about 8 weeks time with his family. They're staying with me for 5 nights, I think. Is it 5 nights, Remco? Anyway, he said to me, should we do a litter pick? And I said, yeah, I've got one planned for Super September. The mini pit. He said, the pit or the mini pit? I said, the mini pit. So now I know there's some oil down there still from the last time I'd done it. Council said they was going to pick it up and they didn't. So I might keep one of those plastic containers. Let's get back over. I might keep one of them plastic containers and put the oil in it. It'd be a lot easier to handle. So when you see that on Super September, you'll know exactly what I'm on about. So it'd be easy just to tip the oil into that drum and then just walk it out to the street and let the council know it's there this time. you know the saying, if you want a job done, just do it yourself. So I will. Right everyone, just leave me to it for the moment. I'm just killing a bit of time until the others turn up. As I said, I am a bit early, so... And then what I'll do is... I'll leave that there for a minute. I might come back and get that later. What I'll do is just do the full circle of this top roundabout. And I'm going to tell you about the area I'm in today as well when the video gets going. Might be a long one because I'm only releasing sort of one a week at the moment. So I can make it an hour if I want to. So let's go and get back to them drums. Roundabout's done. One bag. Bob's your uncle. Fanny's your aunt. Swakely's roundabout. Uxbridge. And the A40 heading out of town. Right, I've heard from Tess. She says she's on the way, running a bit late. I've not heard from Andrew or Nick yet, but I'm sure they will be here. If they say they're going to be here, you can be as sure as night follows day that they will be here. What I'm going to do in the meantime, everyone, so I'm at this Swakely's roundabout, and it got widened during the 1990s. I've got a picture here. I believe it to be from about the 1950s. I believe it to be from the 1950s, and it shows you how the road used to be. As you can see, it was just sort of a main road leading to a roundabout. There was no underpass or nothing then. The roundabout was raised, sort of thing, to let the traffic go underneath it in the 1990s. Took about 2.5 years to complete all the construction. And then there's another picture here of it, which I believe to be about the 1970s, mid-1970s. So it hasn't really changed that much from the 1950s picture. It just hasn't changed that much. As you see, the road and the roundabout, it just comes up to the roundabout. And further down the road at Greenford, they had the same thing. Just used to do was the Greenford roundabout. I remember when we used to go and see my eldest brother in Ruislip, when I was knee-high to grasshopper, that he used to take us back to where we lived in Chiswick, and you come down to the Greenford roundabout. So it was a notorious hotspot, but again, it was all changed in the 90s, 80s and 90s. And just going to put a picture up of where I am, sort of thing. You can see now the more modern bit, and if you look just sort of top right of the roundabout, that's the woods and all that, where I think Nick cleaned in a lot of that yesterday with Tess. I'm just killing a bit of time at the moment. Let's just do the end of this slip road as well while I'm at it. So yeah, there's some pictures here of how it was and how it now is. Might put on a fresh bag. I don't trust these bags very much. And then just some pictures of sort of where we're litter picking today. So as I said, we're litter picking between the Uxbridge roundabout on the A40 and the Hillingdon junction on the A40. If I've got any other pictures, I'll put them up. I know I did download a few, but like a oh, you're welcome, mate. Like a blithering fool, I've didn't bring any notes out to remind myself of what I was going to speak about. Anyway, what I will remind myself about is done a little bit of this. I've done the roundabout. I've done sort of 40 yards of this slip road and these 2 bits over here, which I'll just get across to. Cheers, fella. Just going to finish this off, and then all being well, I should run into the dream team. There you go, everyone. 2 bags so far, and that, as I said, I've done a little bit of it. So I'm just going to go and see if I can meet the chaps, and I'll catch you next wherever I've been sent to go and clean. 4 donuts for £3.50. I think I might entertain myself with one at the moment. Everyone's running a tad late, so jam donut down the hatch. That is absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. Some. Just before I start, I want to start dedicating some videos to people. Oh, wipe my mouth. Got all sugar and then jam all over my mouth. So yeah, I want to start dedicating some videos to my subscribers. I think it's a nice thing to do when I can remember. So this one I'm going to dedicate to Geminix. This one's for you, Geminix, the A40 cleaner. Okay, I hope you enjoy your video and whatnot. Just going to be careful along here. What I'm going to do is I've checked my phone. No one's replied to my messages yet, but they're probably all driving. That's probably why. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They're not the sort of people who would deliberately ignore you. So they're probably all driving. So what I'm going to do is just walk down for a bit. I might as well cover some ground while I'm waiting. That paper back there is just turned to paper mache. Just turned to paper mache. And then what I can do, if the worst comes to the worst, I can cross over the footbridge and make my way back if I need to meet them. So I'll just get some of this done in the meantime. As I started my quiz back on Mayhem, I might as well just throw in a quiz question for the moment. Before I do that though, I was just going to say, I got a funny feeling if I do walk up to this footbridge and back, there's a good chance I might bump into them. It does sort of take me in a roundabout way to back to where I parked the car, believe it or not. So I've sort of done 2 full bags so far, plus those plastic containers, but I am definitely going to take one of them plastic containers home and use it when I meet with Remco and we go and do the mini pit for Super September. So I'll put a quiz question up. It'll give us all something to do in the meantime, and make sure I'm on my toes when I'm editing the video with Lauren. And then what I'm going to do is probably, as you say, just cross this bridge and see where it gets me. So let's put this quiz question up, everyone. Good luck. Just a bit of fun, as I've said on Mayhem. Just a bit of fun. And Geminix. Can't remember the numbers after your name. You know who you are, love. You've had fish and chips with me. And Mrs. O. Enjoy your video. This one's for you. See if I can get some of this stuff. God, with all the rain we've had this winter, it's still quite boggy in places. It's still quite boggy in places where it's not had a chance to dry out. I mean, everything here just rolls down the hill. Oh yeah. Everything just rolls down the hill here. So the front part is absolutely sodden here still, although it has got a lot better. It's not been deluging. I know over in the US and Canada, I know Marilyn over in Canada. Got a load of thorns in me, yeah. Got caught in the bush and it's right in the back of my leg. I know she mentioned a few times on comments from videos earlier in the year that they had 12 foot of snow, and also spoke to a lady in the east coast of America, and Jenny Harris, and she said the snow over there this winter was horrific on the east coast of the United States. So yeah, there we go. But at least we only had rain. Let's see if I can get that without getting stung to death. I'm going to put the answer to the quiz question up when I've got these two bits. Oh, well done, Gerard. Well done. Right, answer to the quiz question going up, everybody. I'll tell you what I'll do when I edit the video. Pending how many quiz questions I put up, I'll let you know how I got on as well with the quiz questions. If I put up 3 quiz questions, I'll say, yeah, I got all 3, or I got 2, or I got 1, or I was a blithering fool and got none. Right, this bag's getting quite full. But this is what I'm here to do, so let's clean up. I believe the plan is Tess can't do much litter picking. She's injured her hand. I believe she sliced her hand or something, but she says she can pull the trolley. So I think the plan is me, Nick and Andrew are going to litter pick for a few hours, and then hopefully Tess can shuttle what we pick up. As I said, I'm not entirely sure if Martin's coming, but I'll be surprised if he isn't. Let's put it that way. I'll be surprised if he isn't. Right, let's put that there in the meantime. Put another bag on. Check my phone again and see how we're getting on. That's bag 3 and about 2 bags worth of tat so far. I'm just crossing over the footbridge, everyone. You can see the Hillingdon junction up there. You can see the actual main road and where they're coming off and coming on at. And if I just cross over, you get a better look of Swakeleys of how it now looks compared to the pictures I showed you earlier in the video when it was just a roundabout at one level. Now the roundabout is sort of on top of the road. They sort of dug it all out and constructed it all that way, and if you look really careful you can see my bag just by the lorry there now. So I've got bag 5 behind me, and I'm just crossing this footbridge. I've never crossed it in my life. Never crossed it in my life. So I know there's some rubbish on the other side, and I'm going to walk back up towards the roundabout, and I'll check my phone and see where the others are. Right everyone, I'm just showing you there's a lot of litter here and lots of plastic. I've just dumped that bag and tyre, and there's loads up here, and it looks like someone's chucked about 1,000 high-vises. Look. Workmen have just chucked them in the bushes, hey? What a bunch of wankers. What a bunch of wankers. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right, let's find my litter picking stick. Get to set about doing this. This is quite grubby on this side. I still haven't heard from the others, which is a bit concerning, to say the least. I'm starting to wonder if I've got the right day. Tess left a message to say she's on her way, so I can't see it being the wrong day. It's just strange, I haven't bumped into them yet. Especially as I've been leaving little reports of where I am on our group chat. What I'm going to do, I'll do another quick quiz question, everyone, actually. And then I'm going to talk about a place in Cornwall called St Michael's Mount, which is quite interesting. So let me just do the quiz question first. Second quiz question of the day. I'll put it up on the screen. Need to use the wind to my advantage, holding the bag open at the moment. Good luck with that quiz question. Being attacked by the tree. They need cutting back, to be honest, these trees. They're just too much on the pavement at the moment. Oh yeah. I'll just do this little bit and I'll put the answer to the quiz question up. Go, Barry! You blithering fool! God, he was going some. He's just come down the slip road. Oh, my knobs fell off. Overtaking everything on the slip road and just cut into the fast lane like flipping God Almighty. What a... And they wonder why there's accidents, eh? They wonder why there's accidents. Absolute madness. All he's going to do, let me tell you, 2 miles up the road, there'll be a wall of traffic. He would have used a quarter gallon of petrol, and he'll just be sitting in the traffic 10 yards ahead of the cars he's just overtaken. What a tit. What an absolute tit. Let's put that quiz question answer up, everyone, in the meantime, before we get distracted by any more Barrys. That looks better. I've just got to persevere with this little bit. I think what I'm going to do is pile it all up here. And if it's way too far to walk with it and way too heavy, I'm going to pile it all up here. If Tessa's got her trolley, she can shuttle them. If not, the council can just park the van here and pick them up. Ultimately, I'm not doing everything for them, that's for certain. Couple of bags there as well. Just going to stay with me for the moment. This is a horrible place to be, but do I really want to be in some park getting stung to death by 1,000 thorns, trying to dig stuff out that's got into the thorns? I watched the video of chilies earlier. I watched the video of chilies not so long ago. Bloody hell. And he was saying about how difficult it can be sometimes just to get stuff out the thorns. And there was a fence in Hayes where he said if they put some sort of wiring on it, it'd stop a lot of the stuff blowing in. And I was watching the video and I thought, yeah, that'd be handy on some of them places around Lake Farm Park. He aired it a few weeks ago now, from my perspective, about 5 weeks ago. But as I know the area was litter picking, obviously, as we don't live far from each other, I was like, yeah, I see the significance of that, actually. That's a good idea. Just put a bit of sort of not barbed wire, a bit of sort of fencing to stop it going between the wooden fencing. I'm sure it reduced the litter there. Right, let's talk about St Michael's Mount, everyone. I've got some maps. So St Michael's Mount is a place in Cornwall. I'll put a map up. It's about, I've got some information as well which I'll put up. It's about a quarter of a mile out to sea from the mainland. I did go here in about 2023 with Mrs O. We went down to Cornwall because obviously my Andrea lives down that way now, and we went down to Cornwall and we done Land's End, and we done this St Michael's Mount. It's a really unique place. If you read some of the information, go on Barry, go on Barry. I can't get any more of that out. I just leave it to rot. Oh, the wind's blown it out for me. I was just about to say I'll leave it to rot. Anyway, so St Michael's Mount's about 400 yards out from the mainland. Thinking about trains again, ain't I, you blithering fool. Anyway, there's a path, and when the tide goes out, you can walk across to it. Otherwise, there is a boat when the tide's in. When the boat comes in, let's take that back at the moment, back there. I think my plan is just to keep all of this in one spot. So some pictures of St Michael's Mount, and yeah, it's just one of them places. Sort of, I'm not sure if it was, there's one in France or something. I didn't read what I downloaded. God, Barry. Flipping hell, we're getting a plethora of Barrys for you, Geminix. Well, I can see someone up there. That looks like Andrew, I would say. That looks like Andrew. Anyway, so I'll just keep putting these pictures of St Michael's Mount up, everyone. You can enjoy them, read about them. As you say, you just see the place. There's like a sort of castle and whatnot there, and you can see the path from some of the pictures that I'm putting up. When the tide goes out and when the tide comes in out, shake it all about, do the okie cookie, and you turn around. That's what it's all about. Oh, okie. I've lost the plot. I've definitely lost the plot. I don't know how many bags I've done today. It's about 8, plus about 3 intact. I'm going to keep going. I'm definitely winning. I'm definitely winning. There's Andrew, everyone, and there's Tess. I've just been on the phone to them. I think they've been doing something over there. I've just phoned them up and told them what I've done. So Tess is going to circle down, go over the footbridge, and she's got her trolley. She's going to circle round and pick up what I'm leaving, which is handy. Just had a conversation with them, so I've lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. Oh bloody hell, that's heavy. I was speaking about St Michael's Mount, wasn't I? So yeah, I'll just keep putting this little snippets of information up about St Michael's Mount. It's a really, if you're ever in Cornwall, it's definitely worth a visit. Definitely worth a visit. What a place. What a place. As I said, we also went down to Land's End when we were there, the end of the country. There is no more England after that. And we also went to the most southerly point, which is called the Lizard. That's on the mainland. All right, I know the Scilly Isles are more southerly. I know that you're preaching to the choir. I'm talking about the mainland. So, right, let's drop another bag. This has got heavy now. And what Andrew's going to do is he's going to do that side of the slip road and then circle round. So hopefully between us we'll get a fair bit today. Not seen Nick, but they might have seen him. Nick's probably in some shit pile enjoying himself. He loves grubbing around in a big pile of shit. He'll be like, oh yeah, love it, love it, love it. Catch you in a minute, everyone. Catch you in a minute. Okay everyone, you can see Andrew walking towards me. I phoned him up and said I'd sort of done that side, so Tess was just going to really collect the bags, and she said she saw a couple of tyres. I told her I didn't see them, so they must be right up in the top. So she said she saw a couple of tyres, she was going to get that. I said probably the best thing to do for Andrew is to double round and come and walk in my direction. I'll put another quiz question up, everyone, quickly before Andrew arrives, and we can just do that. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Just going to go and get this bit as well, which I've seen while you're doing the quiz question. I did do this place actually quite a few years ago. We've got a lot more than this. A lot more, so I know Nick's been keeping on top of it when he can though. But definitely, whatever we get is a bonus. Whatever we get is a bonus. Right, let's give you 5 more seconds and check this out. There we go. Go and get this as well. My bags are strewn down the road up there. They're absolutely strewn down the road. Tess will get them though in the trolley. She says she's happy to do that. Right, there's the answer to the quiz question, everyone. Then I'll have a word with Andrew and see what the plan is, see if he's seen Nick, and we'll give him his cake as well. I'm sure he's earned it. Everyone, look, it's Tess. You might have seen Tess on that Chili's channel, that nasty, horrible chili. So Tess goes down the canal and does the litter pick there. You might have seen her. She's the sheet anchor at the moment. Look, she's picking up all our bags. Me and Andrew have just finished up there and we're gonna go the other side. Tess, do you want your cake at the moment? There you go. The cake sounds exciting. So we're gonna meet you up the top, everyone, and I'll give Tess a hand with this, and we'll catch you up there. Where do you want to go, love? What do you want to do?
If they're doing this,
Well, that's all. I don't know. Let's go and ask Andrew. Let's go and ask Andrew. Andrew, how far have you gone down, mate?
Nick's just down there.
Oh, Nick's down there.
Nick's down there.
Shall we do the other side then?
Yeah, I'm going to go and meet him.
All right, I'll go with Tess on the other side then.
Okay.
We'll spread out a bit.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah?
They must all be his bag.
Oh, they're Nick's, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, do a couple of shuttles in the meantime, Tess. Andrew can, and I'll have a bash at that side. Oh, I'm all right, don't worry.
It's a big lorry.
You want to see the video I'm releasing in a couple of weeks' time. I'm walking down the Hayes bypass. The lorries are from me to Andrew away. They're going, I'm going to get told off for that one. All right, I'm going to go and have a bash at the other side then.
I'll be over there.
All right, mate. Okay, see you over there. There, everyone. Tess is going to do some shuttles. Nick is down on this slip road. So this was the roundabout I was on earlier. So from here, it's about 2 miles out to the M25 and whatnot. So I've been sent over here to make a start, and I've got Andrew to come and help me. I'm not going to do too much more filming, everyone. I'll just show you the piles we've got. Apparently there's a huge pile over that side, and soon there's going to be a huge pile where I put them original bags. Those original bags, by the way, that I put, Tess has moved them to a pile from yesterday, apparently. But I said there's no point moving them, because I said we're just going to pile up some more there. So she's like, oh right, okay. So I think the plan is, for the moment, she's going to shuttle what Nick's done and what Andrew's done on that slip road so far, and I've been sent over onto this slip road in the meantime to come and get what I can. No one wanted a cake, by the way, so far. Maybe I'll tell you what, it might be easier for me just to get over the bloody fence here, actually. I've had about 15 phone calls in the last 20 minutes. People are driving me absolutely mad with things. I think the best thing I can do is just turn off my phone and deal with it when I get home. I said to them I've got to be home by 3 because I've got the dog with me at the moment, and I don't want to leave him more than about 5 hours. I did give him a walk this morning in Lake Farm Park, of all places. But I let him out for a pee and whatnot, but I don't want to leave him too long on his own. I don't want to leave him like 8 hours and whatnot. It's just, although saying that, he's going back to Cornwall tomorrow with Andrea and whatnot. Right, I'm going to litter pick in here in the meantime, everyone. Just get these little bits of crap that are left indefinitely, and then we'll see what damage Nick and Andrew do as well on that other slip road. And as I said, between us we should get a healthy pile. how many I've done. Probably about 11 or 12. There's Nick. You can see Andrew's high vis, and then you can see Nick lower down. And then just over the road there, you can see Tess. She's shuttling all the bags at the moment. So Tess was showing me what Nick done yesterday. Look at him, mad as a box of frogs. I would shout at him, but he wouldn't hear me, so it's pointless. Absolutely pointless. But he's having a good dig over there. Between us, hopefully we can win this battle today. We're certainly winning. We're certainly winning. There everyone, if you look really carefully, you can see Andrew, Nick and Tess is pulling the trolley. They're on the slip road coming from west to east. I'm on the slip road coming from east to west. This is how you enter from Uxbridge to meet the A40 and go down to Denham. It's like landfill down here. They did say that they're going to come across and help me shortly. For the moment I'm just concentrating on the peripherals, so there's so much of it here. It is a four-man job, to say the least. It's a four-man job, to say the least. Let me just put a fresh bag on. I want to finish off the peripherals, and then what we'll do is we'll just keep battling away. I'm not going to film too much more of it. I'm already coming to the end of my second battery, believe it or not. I just looked at it and it's like 33%. It's like bloody hell. Had some damage on the batteries today. I've obviously been here longer than I thought. I haven't looked at the watch yet. I've obviously been here longer than I thought. I think once the four of us get onto this bit though, we'll muller it, to say the least. We'll absolutely muller it. In the meantime, I'm just going to pick this. I'll tell you what, I'll do one more quiz question. I can't remember if it's quiz number 4 or 5. I think it's number 4. And then when I put up the answer, I'll also put how many I got right when I was doing the quiz. Just for a laugh. Just for a bit of jollies. So let's put that quiz up, everyone, and then what I'll do is I'll just see me next when I'm summing up. Otherwise the video will be hours and hours and hours long. It's already long enough, to be honest. And I know I've already made a few Super September videos at the best part of an hour. Just last year you're like, ooh, 20 minutes. Taking the piss, aren't you? Let's put the quiz question up, everyone. Oh, I've really got a Barry there, a mega Barry. a mega Barry. Quiz questions going up, everyone. Quiz questions going up. How you getting on with that quiz question? Have I got a hole in the bag? It appears that way. Yeah, I have. These bags are just absolute shit. It's just driving me mad. I think I might just go back to black bags soon. Just buy them my bloody self. Let's change that because I'm making more mess than what I'm picking up at the moment. I'll change that. I'll put the quiz question up, everyone. Let's put the answer to the quiz question up in the meantime. How did you get on? 4 right today? 3 right? Anyway, just a bit of fun. Just a bit of fun. That bag's knackered as well. Trying to put it in a bag and all the bags are knackered. Right, I'm just going to bag this up, everyone. And I'm just going to finish litter picking the best I can. And then, as I said, I might have to leave the others to it a bit because I've got the dog. And I did get here a bit before them and I don't want to leave him forever, so I'll catch you on the summing up, whether it be with the others or not. And in the meantime, I'll just keep litter picking. That's about bag 15 or 16 for me today, so at least, plus what the others are getting. I think we're definitely going to run up a cricket score. Definitely going to run up a cricket score. Let's get a few more bags out, everyone. I'll see you on the summing up. I'll see you on the summing up. Just on the embankment, everyone. Thought I'd do a little bit of footage on here before I call it a day. I'm going to fill 2 more bags and I'm going to call it a day because I need to get back to the dog. Just don't want to leave him forever. Although he did have a good walk this morning, so he's alright, but as I said, I just don't want to leave him for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. So I just had another donut off camera, by the way. I've been here 3 hours and 12 minutes so far, believe it or not. I've probably done about 20 bags of my own. I don't know how many the others have got. They've just had a plethora of them. I know there's 2 piles. So my first bags that I picked up before the others arrived, they were shuttled over to yesterday's pile. But I said to Tess, just leave them here because this is where the council traditionally pick them up from. So I said, we'll just leave them on this corner here and I'll report them once I get home. She's like, oh right, okay, didn't know that. So I said, no love, it's fine. If you're not told, you're not to know. But I think all the bags now are just getting left on the Ickenham side of the roundabout rather than, I think, yesterday's pile, and a few of mine today are on the Uxbridge side of the roundabout. Tons and tons of bread things here. Absolutely hundreds of them. Anyway, I'm going to fill up this bag and one more, and then I'm going to call it a day, everyone, and sum up. As I said, I'm quite happy with what I've done. My bit in the puzzle, should we say? And I'll catch you at the very lethal they are. They're absolutely lethal. But my knobs fell off again. I'll catch you. Mind your fingers, Gerald. You won't have any left if you cut them on that. I'll catch you at the summing up for certain when I've filled the rest of this bag, everyone. And one more. Go on, Barry. Go on, Barry. You blithering fool. Fucking hell. Just fell over the barrier, everyone. Got stuck in it. That bag was so heavy. Got caught in the thorns, and then I've fallen over the barrier with a misuse of the verbal moralities. Oh dear, what a day. What a shithole. Let's keep plugging away. Let's keep plugging away. Right, falling over there, over the barrier, has bent me litter picking sticks. They're not running through the blade very well. Trying to bend them back, but I don't want to snap them either. I do have another pair. I think that's a bit better. I can work with that for the moment. Yeah, just fell over the barrier. Bag got caught on a load of thorns, and then over I went. I mean, if you go another 2 foot over that barrier, you're in the middle of the road with something coming towards you at 40 miles an hour. You're completely up shit creek without a paddle. That's just a lesson to be learned, isn't it? You know? Anyway, I wasn't going to film, but I wanted to tell you what happened. So anyway, yeah, let's just fill this last bag. Tongs are working a bit better. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Oh, and just for reference, everyone, Nick's come and joined me on this side, so we're winning. Certainly winning. Have a donut
Oh yeah.
or a sticky bun or both? Sticky bun?
Sticky bun. Yeah, cheers.
Cheers. I've just fallen over. And when I edit it later, I'm going to show you. Then I kid you not, he must be doing 90 mile an hour down here, zigzagging in between the traffic. I said, what an absolute prick, I goes. What an absolute prick. Good to see you though.
Yeah, good to see you too.
How you been? Have the other two hit the road now? Oh, okay. Well look, I'm going to shuttle these bags round, Nick, because I've been here since 11 o'clock. 3.5 hours is enough. I'll tell you where I got to. I've done the Swakeleys roundabout. I went down that side to the footbridge, over the footbridge, got everything. I got everything coming from the footbridge back up onto this side. And then you and Andrew have done this. And I've done here, I've done down the slip road on that side of the barrier, all the way to the end. And then I've come back up and I've done all the way to here again. So all that remains is this. But I won't worry about it too much, Nick. Get a couple of bags worth and call it a day, mate. I'm going to shuttle round, yeah. I'll send you that footage later of me falling. You're going to think, what a tit. Enjoy your bun. Listen, Nick, I'll catch up with you at some point. Today we've been a bit spread out, but here, we certainly, I'll tell you one thing, it's amazing what 4 of you can do, ain't it? But look, I've bent my tongs. I've had to bend them back. I've bent them back to get them working. Yeah. I mean, I've got some others. There ain't too much more though, Nick. Another bag full, mate, you'll probably be done. All right, mate, I'm gonna start shuttling. There, everyone, there's Nick again. He's on my side now, just finishing off. He says he's gonna fill one more bag. Give us a wave, Nick! And then he had his sticky bun as well, which you can see on the barrier. He said he's looking forward to his sticky bun. I'm just gonna shuttle, oh, run for your life, Joe, run for your life. I'm gonna shuttle these bags round to the pile. And I'll catch you around there, everyone. I'll catch you around there. This has been a litter pick and a half today. This has been a litter pick and a half today. Tess, Nick's just finishing off the last bag on that side and I'm starting to shuttle them round.
Brilliant.
So Andrew's got a pair pile. I'll help you once I've shuttled the others round. There we go, we've worked out we've got with everything between 45 and 50 bags. There's one more to come. Andrew's just finishing off over there. I'm just watching where I'm going so I'm not killed to death. How was it, Nick? Thumbs up? He loved it. Nick was grubbing around in all the crap. Tess was like the taxi driver bringing all this over. Run after run after run of all this coming over. So that is a really good haul. Swakeleys and the A40 have had, what's that, about the first time in a couple of years he's had a good clean like that, isn't it? That's a 2-year clean-up, that is, everyone, apart from someone like Nick coming here and doing a bit here and there. So thank you very much for watching. I'm going to go home and have a cup of tea and one of my sticky buns. Did you get your sticky bun? He's got his sticky bun. So thank you for watching, everyone, and until, well, in a week's time, catch you on the next one.